Well, this will be another testing night for Theo Snelders, who played well in the Amsterdam arena, and for this recast Rangers defence. Well, rain starting to fall here as the match kicks off. And here's the man who did so much damage in the first leg, Babangida, sending it back. Santos in possession, just sitting behind the two markers, Veltman and Melchiot. And David Robertson getting a touch. How important he could be in this match, and it will be interesting to see his pace against that of Babangida.
Yeah, I think not mainly defensively, Jerry, but I think also with Rangers struggling with so many strikers being out. You know, Robertson's pace, trying to link up in some coordination with Alberts and Laudrup and getting forward, because obviously lack forward numbers.
Well, Ajax have a small band of fans with them. They were making plenty of noise before kick-off. This is Kluivert. It's McInnes. Miller, good touch by him. Well, you can sense this crowd is just waiting for something to happen, but Ajax again showing the prowess and the counter-attack, but really the crowd getting right behind Rangers in these opening stages. Nice touch by Charlie Miller. This is Frank de Boer. Touch from Robertson to Petric. Durant. Ian Durant's a player who's got vast European experience. We'll be hoping to settle some of those around him this evening, especially the likes of Charlie Miller and Derek McInnes. Van der Sar way out of his area. And experience there of Marcel Santos. And the Rangers closing their opponent down quickly. The crowd are enjoying these opening minutes. Certainly Walter Smith has got his team fired up for the occasion.
Yeah, it's a very bright start. They've pressed well. They've not been silly about it. They've done it when it's been necessary to do it. And I think if they keep thinking like that and be patient like that, then they might just get some joy out of it.
This is Santos. Vichka. Takes a return from over Mars. There's Beltman. Babangida. Durant's going back to give some help here to Robertson. Petric is there as well. Oh, David Robertson slamming that one out of play. Babangida. Veltman. In steps Laudrup. Trying to pick out Durant. Well, a couple of the Ajax players, Santos and Melchiot, just slipping on this wet surface. Here's Veltman. Babangida. Rather slack one now by Scott Wilson. Rangers get away with it though. This is Bjorkland. Good long clearance by Snelders. Bjorkland. Svitska. Frank de Boer, Veltman. Babangida. Against Robertson. Again, Durant just back to help out. Durant gets in there ahead of Skolton. This is Alberts. Challenged by Veltman. Oh, Skolton's there. The offside flag is up top. The ball broke for Babangida, but the flag went up immediately. It was Louis van Gaal, the Ajax coach, who was a youth team player with the club. And played by Edwin van der Sar, the goalkeeper who of course played against Scotland at Euro 96. Ball taken down by Scott Wilson. Here's Alberts. Good play by Alberts. It's Durant. It's Alberts again. Couldn't get far into the final effort, but a great linking play between Alberts and Durant, right through the middle of the Ajax defence. It's the Dutch champions now trying to counter-attack through Kluivert. This is Skolton. Babangida. Ronald de Boer started a run, but Snelders gathers it safely. That was good play though by Alberts.
It was magnificent play, great vision, an intelligent run from Durant. We've seen him do that in the past. He just decided to gamble and take early with his right foot. He possibly really wanted that on his left foot. But a tremendous move, great inspiration for Rangers there.
So just over 7 minutes gone here at Ibrox. There's still no scoring, but Rangers certainly giving a decent account of themselves here, battling hard. Aims for a free kick, but the referee isn't interested as Charlie Miller went down just outside the area. But Anders Frisk, the Swedish referee, was well up with the play. He's not interested. Free kick to Ajax. Ronald de Boer fouled there by Charlie Miller, who's perhaps feeling aggrieved they didn't get the decision at the other end just a moment or two ago. This is Kluivert. Here's Laudrup. It's surrounded by Ajax players though. Now it's Durant. Laudrup. Alberts is away through the middle. Good play by Laudrup, but the final cross right into the hands of the goalkeeper. And certainly Mario Melchiot stuck with him all the way, didn't commit himself. Ronald de Boer. Brother Frank plays it through for Kluivert, who's showing great pace here. But the ball broke away from him, but electrifying pace from Patrick Kluivert as that ball was played through.
It's great vision from Frank de Boer. And it's a great run. He's peeled off Bjorkland. His touch, which is unusual for him, has let him down. Snelders delighted to grab it. But Ajax not really getting fluent yet. Rangers doing well, pressing well. But there's always that danger when Ajax get their passing movements going. You can still feel there's something going to happen.
This is Melchiot. Melchiot and Veltman switching flanks in defence. And Marcia Santos here sitting just in behind them. Plays it short now to Frank de Boer. Here's Vicka. Haven't seen much of Overmars yet. Here he goes now, though, showing great pace. Good challenge by Scott Wilson. That'll do his confidence a lot of good. That was a first real burst of pace from Overmars. And the 19-year-old responded well.
Yeah, and also held his young teammate Greg Shields up. It's just electric pace from Overmars, and suddenly Shields is stranded, but good curving from Wilson.
Again, you can see Ian Durant there, just in front of David Robertson. Rangers certainly learning a lesson from that first game in the Amsterdam Arena a couple of weeks ago. The flag goes up. Babangida isn't happy. It's a free kick to Rangers, just in line with their own penalty area.
Ajax are certainly a team who really believe in their wide men. I mean, Overmars and Babangida have got blessed with tremendous pace, but it also gives them a passing system. It gives them an out ball, and what they do, they move in clever connection with the forwards in the midfield.
Well, select one there by Veltman. This is Petric. McInnes, Miller. Good touch by Alberts. Stolten's there just ahead of him now. Good play by Melchior. It's Frank Nibber. Again, Kluivert's away. Bjorklund's with him. The ball skids off the wet surface. Rangers will have to be aware of the long passing. Oh, there's a dreadful mistake by Snelders, but the ball was behind. Unfortunately for Theo Snelders, the ball had gone out of play. It is in fact a corner kick to Ajax.
Just a little sign of panic from Theo there. I think preferring that if Gordon Petric would have just knocked out for a throw-in.
Ajax have pushed Marcio Santos forward. Plenty of height up there, but it's Petric who gets it away. It's Ronald de Boer who sends it back in. Babangida tries one. So too does Overmars. This is Ronald de Boer. Shot for Vicka. It's another corner. Well, the Ajax fans enjoying this spell now. It all began when Theo Snelders and Gordon Petric got into a bit of a tangle. Marcio Santos with the header, which in the end didn't trouble Theo Snelders.
Again, though, it's a set piece. Rangers have been ever so bad at these situations in this Champions League so far. And there's another free header for Santos. Unfortunately enough, it falls into the arms of Snelders.
Here's Alberts. The ball through for Robertson. Ronald de Boer gives chase. Early ball from Robertson, away by Santos. This is Stolten. Babangida. Goes down by Alberts. Veltman. Oh, slack one there. Vicka took his eye off the ball as well. Laudrup. Free kick is given. And a chance here for Rangers to do something. That's Alberts as Laudrup moves towards the penalty area. It's Alberts who's preparing to take this one. He's had a fine start to the match. And we're going to see another of these left foot pile drivers going in, which Van der Sar already knows about. The referee's happy now. It's Alberts. It's deflected. The referee points out towards the corner flag. So 15 minutes gone here at Ibrox Stadium. Rangers 0, Ajax 0. Good open game. Plenty of entertainment. And Gordon Petric moves forward. It's played short though. It's Laudrup who sends it in. Durant's away on the far side. Aims for handball. The decision goes Ajax way. This is Frank de Boer. Veltman. Goes down by Durant. Santos to Melchiot. Frank de Boer. Skolton. Ronald de Boer. Veltman. Ajax trying to build the play. Rangers getting plenty of players behind the ball, and they're certainly doing well so far against the two wide players. Babangida and Overmars. Durant is dropping back to help out Robertson when required. And they're managing to get double cover on both sides of the field, certainly so far. It's Melchiot. Frank de Boer's well forward. This is Overmars. Melchiot. Switch to Veltman. Skolton's with him. Ronald de Boer. Babangida has moved into the middle. It's away by Bjorklund. Oh, it's a poor one. Ronald de Boer. Kluivert. It's just kept in play by Theo Snelders. A bit of slackness there. Almost letting Ajax in.
Yeah, it's a bad clearance. He's rushed his clearance. He's mishit it. I've seen him do this actually in the Premier Division, but he's just got to compose himself a bit. He wasn't really under severe pressure there.
This is Robertson. Gets away to Kluivert. Through now for Overmars. There's a late challenge there on Talanoa. Still play goes on. Now the referee steps in and he penalises Kluivert. Certainly the two young Rangers players just before this, Greg Shields and Scott Wilson, getting the ball away in rather difficult circumstances. And then the free kick was awarded to Rangers. It's quickly taken. It's with Laudrup. McInnes, Alberts, Petric, well, Kluivert's away again, but covers there from Scott Wilson, and Greg Shields. Laudrup loses out. The referee allows play to go on. Here's Veltman. Babangida. Then you can see Rangers have plenty of players behind the ball, but that's given away by Alberts. Durant challenges. Free kick is awarded. Well, Durant says he took the ball, but the challenge did go in such a manner that a continental referee wouldn't let it go. Challenge going in from behind. But Ian Durant is certainly having a splendid match. And of course he scored Rangers' consolation goal in Amsterdam. Certainly putting himself about. This is Ronald de Boer. Frank de Boer flipping it through, looking for Kluivert. Two very cosmopolitan squads. Ajax have 6 foreigners from Argentina, Brazil, Portugal, Russia, Finland and Nigeria. The Rangers also have their fair share, but because of suspension and injury tonight, a couple of youngsters coming in. Scott Wilson there it was, getting the pass to his goalkeeper. We tend to go on about the young players playing for Rangers tonight, but Ajax are never afraid to put teenagers into their squad. It's always been very much their trademark.
Well, I think you bring in Rangers youngsters, and there's still some guys in the Ajax team have been playing there a couple of seasons, like Clive, still only 20.
And here he is, out to Overmars. Theo Snelder's looking just a bit nervous again. He wanted the extra touch there. Certainly rather a tight situation for him. You do tend to find the older goalkeepers find the pass back more difficult to deal with. This is Skolton. He's going to try one here. It comes off Petric. Babangida. There's a slip there by Robertson. Then comes Skolton. There's Bjorklund coming across to clear. He'll be playing Bjorklund here at Ibrox for Sweden very shortly. Named in the Swedish squad this week. About to win his 46th cap. This is Santos. Vichka, Leibert. Good challenging in there from Wilson. This is Miller. Shields. And away though to Overmars. Ronald de Boer, Overmars again. Babangida. Leibert's on the far side. This is Overmars again. Good play by Ian Durant. He needs some support here though. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Ajax players all around him. He does well there to find Laudrup. Good solid challenge that by Santos. Up from Overmars, this is Kluivert. Skolton. Free kick against Petric. What is challenge on Ronald de Boer.
You just can't tackle from behind in European games. It's bad enough in your home division. You can't do that now. It was a good break there earlier on from Ian Durant. Very clever player, Durant, as we know. Just lacking supporting numbers other than Laudrup trying to get forward and support him.
Now it's Frank de Boer. There's a lot of movement ahead of him. Here's Kluivert. Frank de Boer again. Good interception there by McInnes. This is Laudrup. Rangers are certainly battling hard. Laudrup. The one problem Rangers are facing here is when they do get forward, Ajax have this ability to get so many players behind the ball so quickly. Down goes Laudrup. Play on, says the referee. Kluivert starts a run. Here he is. Lovely skills by Kluivert. Trying to pick out Skolton, who had pulled out of the run.
Yeah, I'd be disappointed with Skolton. Also, Babangida was making a cross-field run to support Kluivert. He was clever enough to cut back, delay the pass, and Skolton and Babangida both pulled out. The Rangers, and particularly in the midfield area, they've just dropped back and left Ajax with it in their own half. And it's a clever way to do. You can't go and press when it's not on to press, because Ajax will rip them apart the way they did in Amsterdam. They've camped in, the balls are broken down, and they've pressed well when it's been there to do it.
Here's McInnes. Laudrup. And Durant. It's Alberts who has dropped deep. He certainly with a splendid start to the match. He tries to pick out Robertson there. A touch ambitious. Well, Laudrup. Crashing in there to Melchiot. Good touch by Wilson. Veltman. Santos. Out towards Vitska. Over Mars is just ahead of him, but he's well marked. Gida starts a good run. It's Ronald de Boer, it's Kluivert, it's Ronald de Boer again. Oh, good save by Theo Snelders. That was great play by Ronald de Boer. An excellent save by Snelders.
Well, it was a clever 1-2 from de Boer and Kluivert. But initially started from Gida cutting inside. He always seems to be more dangerous when he's coming in the inside.
Flicks away towards Skolton. Alberts keeps his run going. And Veltman does the wise thing. Skolton. Just over hitting that one, it's out of play. Laudrup. Good play by Laudrup. Free kick was awarded against Mario Melchiot. Well, that's a couple of times that Laudrup has been pulled down. Another couple of times he's gone down, but not been given the decision. And Laudrup just failed to get to the ball there. It's Ajax in possession through Ronald de Boer. McInnes. Good running now by Shields. Referee points out towards the corner flag.
Great play from the youngster, great run. He tried to be clever enough, but got the corner in the end, but did very well.
Well, Scott Wilson has gone up for this one. It's away beyond everyone. Santos. Veltman. Still Rangers doing a good marking job here, keeping things tight in the middle of the park. Veltman. Gida. Veltman again. Skolton's made a run. Good touch, Veltman. Well, it was excellent running by Skolton, by Arnold Skolton, linking well there with John Veltman, and that was a real opportunity.
Well, it certainly was Ajax at their best. The back heel from Skolton, tremendous vision. And I have to say, it's a typical fullback's effort. But the touch here and the vision from Skolton is excellent. He just needs to curl it. He should actually be placing that in the corner. But a marvellous move.
saw the way Asprilla put his goal away last night. He just passed it into the net. Just a bit more composure required there. So that's half an hour gone here at Ibrox Stadium. Rangers 0, Ajax 0. Kluivert trying to get forward. The goal kick was awarded. Kluivert has not endeared himself to the patrons of the Copeland Road stand for whatever reason. But, what a remarkable record this young man has. 10 caps for Holland already despite his injuries. He joined Ajax at the age of just 8. Top scorer in the season 94-95 with 18 goals in 25 games. Banguida gets away from Alberts. He slips at a vital moment. That was a use of an arm there by Kluivert. The free kick is given. Well, Babangida slipped at the vital moment and the ball was breaking away from Kluivert. He used an arm to try and control it. This is Bjorklund. Rangers badly caught and they could pay the penalty here. It's Vichka. Well, in fairness to Derek McInnes, who made the mistake in the first place, McInnes got back. And it's Charlie Miller who's deep in his own half. The initial mistake from Derek McInnes, but he get back well to retrieve the situation. This is Melchiot. Santos to Veltman. They're quite prepared to knock it about all evening. Just probe away. Look for a weakness, look for an opening. Ajax's ball. Ronald de Bar. Free kick is awarded. A bit of dissent has been shown there. Scolton. Veltman. Again, Durant's back there helping out. Good play though by Veltman. Good cross as well, delivered at pace. Ajax have the corner kick, conceded by Goran Petric. But Veltman doing well there, getting away from Durant. Getting plenty of pace into the cross. And there you have it. 4 corners to Ajax. Just 2 to Rangers. Again, Santos has moved forward, so too is Melchiot. It's played into the near post.
It wasn't really the best of corners at first look, but it's a lovely little touch from Frank de Boer, hoping that someone might get in the end of it. Unusually, most of their corner kicks have been driven in with great pace for someone to attack the near post with a header.
Touch on there by Charlie Miller. Here's Laudrup. Rangers have got players forward here if he can swing in the cross. It's Vichka who goes back. And the referee awards the goal kick. Well, Vichka going in solidly there on Laudrup, who was looking for something out of that. But the referee was well positioned and just pointed down towards the goal kick. That was an opportunity there if Laudrup had managed to get in the cross. Rangers certainly had plenty of players forward. Here's a counter-attack though, but Robertson's pace showing against Babangida. The goal kick is awarded. That's 35 minutes gone.
He's done well there, Robertson again. Babangida always seems to prefer running inside the full-back, gives him the opportunity to run and goal. Good pace from Robertson, good body strength.
Babangida trying to get forward again, but Rangers had enough players to provide the cover. There. And of course, scored the famous goal against Barry Carcas that put Rangers into the Champions League. This has certainly been the best performance of the 4 games, but there's no doubt. Just over 35 minutes gone, still no scoring here. Playing with a lot of spirit against one of the best clubs in Europe. And here's Laudrup charging forward. He needs some support here though. You just have to hold things up. Alberts is in the middle. But it's just away from him, and the goalkeeper grabs it at the second attempt. Well, Alberts was well through there, and Charlie Miller was arriving. That's Babangida. Ronald de Boer. The Rangers are giving a disciplined midfield performance. They're getting cover into the wide areas with Overmars and Babangida. But this team, Ajax, will just keep probing, knocking the ball about, and showing great patience. The thing is, they'll do this at home as well if necessary, whereas if other teams indulge in such tactics, the crowd tend to get in their back. This is Veltman. Durant goes with him, it's a good cross. Well, Snelders had to claw that one away. Hetrick was going for it. I don't know if he was going to reach it. The danger still not cleared. It's Babangida. Ronald de Boer. Kluivert. Frank de Boer. Ronald de Boer. Kluivert again. And the penalty area. Rangers managed to get it away. And Laudrup's very much a lone figure there, which allows Mario Melchiot to pick up possession. This is Frank de Boer. Looking for Overmars. It's away by Scott Wilson.
Still have that great patience, Jerry, as you mentioned earlier, just to probe away and probe. We know eventually something might just be on. If it doesn't work, we'll start again and build again.
Frank de Boer again, it's Skolton. It takes a deflection. Arnold Skolton gives Ajax the lead. Well, he had to take a touch on that ball. Then he fired it right into the corner. It looked to me as though it had taken a deflection. And Walter Smith can only look on in anguish after what's been a decent performance from his side. He took a touch on it, fired it there, right into the corner. Rangers 0, Ajax 1.
Yeah, it's a good enough strike with pace at the angle. You see him, great power behind it. It's an awkward angle for Snelders. He's blocked by a couple of defenders. You've seen it at the last second, and the power on the ground, they're just taking it in.
So 39 minutes gone. And Arnold Skolton, the second spell with the club. He also was at Feyenoord. But he won the European Cup Winners' Cup medal with Ajax back in '87. And here he is in possession again. Just lurking, waiting for the opportunity there.
Well, this is certainly a time and a stage in the game where it will test the Rangers supporters' knowledge of the game, because, as you mentioned earlier, these teams educate their supporters here. You've just got to be patient. Rangers can't afford just to go chasing the game now. You've got to still be patient.
This is Ronald de Boer. Babangida. So inside the final 5 minutes of the first half. Hugely experienced as a club at this level. They've actually played 10 more European ties than Rangers, tonight being the 186th, and a remarkable record too. They've won 111 and lost just 45. But they're going to have to change their style a bit in the years ahead because of the Bosman ruling. They've already started buying in some players. But as you've seen, no doubt, from your newspapers in the last few days, the Ajax players and the manager saying that no one can buy the European Cup. You've got to buy wisely and still bring through young players, as Ajax continue to do, and as Manchester United have been showing as well, spending big money but still bringing through 4 or 5 young players, and that's what Rangers now have really got to try and achieve.
Yeah, well, the beauty Ajax have their system, and the players they bring in must adjust to the Ajax system. The system doesn't break up just because of a few quality players.
Petric. Long ball looking for Robertson. They're a bit ambitious with it. Here's Skolton. Babangida's away in a run. He's timed it perfectly, but the ball is skidding off the wet surface with considerable pace. There's a man, though, who's really achieved it all with Ajax, the Championship, also the European Cup and the World Club Championship, and he will leave at the end of the season. But there's the goal again. Right into the corner. And here's the goal scorer, through for Babangida. Again, just too much pace in that one. Fans have gone a bit quiet for the moment. How used they are getting to evenings such as this. And much change must follow after the end of this season. Here's Ian Durant. It's not a good one by him. The player who scored that memorable goal in Marseille back in '93, on a night which was effectively a European Cup semi-final. So just 2 minutes of this first half left. Ajax lead by a goal to nil. Like de Boer. This is Petric under pressure. Ronald de Boer. Petric responds. Petric again. Breaks away to Laudrup. Again, there are Ajax players all around them. A free kick is given. About 35 yards from goal. Free kick to Rangers. Well, it'd be nice if they could get something back in this final minute of the first half. And Alberts, again, is the man who will take it as Edwin van der Sar organises the defensive wall. It's Alberts. He gets a second bite at it, but no power there. The defensive wall did its job. So we're well inside the final minute of this first half. Charlie Nicholas, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think Rangers have played a fairly well-disciplined game. They've not rushed into the tactical battle that Ajax can confront you with, which they did in Amsterdam. And I think it's been a decent, disciplined performance. I must mention young Wilson and Shields. who have played the game nice and simple, brought themselves into the game when needed and done excellent. But Ajax will still probe and still give them problems.
So the half-time whistle sounds. Rangers are applauded from the field, but there's the man who put Ajax ahead after 39 minutes, Arnold Skolten. The Charlie said a disciplined performance by Rangers in the middle of the park and giving decent cover to the full-backs against the wood from this Ajax side. And Theo Snelder's there, Dutchman, facing players from his own country, but he goes out at half-time with the scoreline Rangers 0, Ajax 1. Thank you, Jim. Welcome back, everyone, to Ibrox Stadium. And just a look around, shows no change in either lineup. Certainly from the half-time stats we've been given, Ajax had the upper hand with more possession, more corner kicks, and of course they lead here by 1-0 from Arnold Skolten. So it's the skipper there, Laudrup, with Durant, who had an excellent first half, just waiting to restart this game. And the Swedish referee checks with his assistant referees, and away we go for this second half on match night 4 in the UEFA Champions League. And a big turnout here at Ibrox tonight. Some 460,000 people have attended in the previous 10 matches this season, so tonight takes the tally to 500,000. The Rangers still pulling in huge attendances. I'm sure Louis van Gaal, the Ajax coach, was happy with his team's first half performance. He certainly has some players on the bench that can come on and cause fresh problems. Danny, as we mentioned earlier, and Northern Vouta, who played in the first game. And the Rangers have Ali McCoy, who's still not fully fit, on the bench, and Peter van Vossen, and he's been struggling because of injury, and also Erik Bo Anderson. So Ronald de Boer. Babangida. And certainly Babangida had to move inside a bit in the first half to become effective because of David Robertson's pace. Cool play by Marcio Santos, the Brazilian international player, stepping away from Brian Laudrup. Santos, the owner, proud possessor of a World Cup medal. This is Vichka. Challenged there by McInnes. Marcio Santos. He'll milk it there, just passing it forward. He's just coming up for his 20th birthday, another young player in the squad. De Boer making his point to the referee, and his Rangers trying to get themselves forward. Urged on by Archie Knox. Babangida. Trying to find Kluivert. Durant, Laudrup. Petric is well forward. Albert starts a run through the middle. This is Laudrup. Greg Shields is on the far side. Still it's Laudrup. Well handled by Edwin van der Sar. Albert was running through the middle there. And also Greg Shields coming in on the far side. Laudrup getting a decent cross, but the goalkeeper was always comfortable.
Still, it looks as if when he gets the ball, he's in the mood, he's prepared to run at people and try and create things. And at least in that opportunity, the three Rangers players all in the box.
And here's a problem perhaps for Rangers. That Clivert's effort drops behind. It was Babangida who caused the initial problem, and that allowed the ball to drop in towards the striker. But again, you see the danger of Ajax. Björklund it was who failed to clear properly under pressure from Babangida. Wayne Durant claims he was fouled, but the referee allows play to go on. There's no real advantage there though. This is Vichka. Good challenge going in there from Wilson. Ball out of play. So I just wonder what's going through the mind of Walter Smith at the moment. He's had a few sore evenings in this Champions League. Certainly the way Rangers were set out in the first half, there was shades of damage limitation. Certainly disciplined in the middle of the park and giving good cover, but not an awful lot to offer up front.
Well, it must have been a difficult thinking day today for Walter Smith in terms of obviously personnel who are missing, the people he's had to leave on the bench. More importantly, the comeback for like Clivert and Ajax's team. It's always a difficult one when you know you've already been kind of humiliated in Amsterdam.
This is Alberts. Petric. Laudrup. Good play by Laudrup. In the end, there was enough cover. Mario Melchior stuck with them all the way, making it difficult for him to really do anything in the end. The big defender stayed with him. Out by Petric. Here's Durant. Looking for Greg Shields. Cut out by Melchior. This is Wilson. McInnes battles well. Alberts. A slack one by him though. Still between Laudrup there and the fullback.
Certainly a difficult one at the moment for Rangers because Ajax are really dominating the pace. But in the style that Rangers are having to defend and be solid in midfield, it's just something you've got to accept.
Well, McInnes and Miller are battling hard in the centre of midfield. But Ajax always look comfortable. There must be the temptation for Rangers to charge forward and try and get something back, but they know that's exactly what Ajax are waiting for them to do. There was certainly a glint in the eye of Louis van Gaal when he was interviewed the other night, when he said perhaps there would be more room here at Ibrox than there was even in Amsterdam. It's Ajax who lead by 1-0, scored by Arnold Skolton after 39 minutes. The right thing when in doubt, launch it into the stands. Nice turn by Overmars. Still it's Overmars, but wide of target. Superb turn by him there though, and he's certainly coming back to full fitness.
It certainly shows the technique to turn, get in the direction he wants to be and create havoc. The finishing effort wasn't so clever. You just wonder about Ajax. I mean, you say that they're not still the same force. but there's evident signs that there is a hell of an amount of quality there. Kluivert and Overmars still yet to fully click, but still they look a formidable side.
And Lippmann to come back from injury up front alongside Kluivert, and of course Danny Blint, the skipper, to come back into the heart of the defence. So there's still a lot of experience and talent to come back in for the latter stages of this tournament, and there's no doubt that Ajax will be there contesting it right to the end again. Durant runs into trouble. It's Ronald de Boer hitting the early ball. Babangida. McInnes, Alberts, breaks away to Overmars. The free kick is awarded to Ajax. McInnes there penalised. He's coming in that little bit late, and thank De Boer. This is Ronald de Boer. Alberts makes the interception. Now it's Durant. Play that by Alberts and Durant. Nicely weighted pass. It's Charlie Miller. McInnes is running in support on the right-hand side. He decides to try and switch the play and makes an absolute mess of it. Well, he certainly had support down the right-hand side, and Walter Smith will be disappointed with that. There was really a good break on there. Alberts had defended well, got the ball away to Durant, yet the perfectly weighted pass out to the right-hand side. The Rangers, when they get these opportunities, have got to do more with them.
Yeah, it was a clever run also from Durant. He just continued his run straight into the heart of defence and created space for Laudrup.
Babangida, challenged by Bjorklund. The goal kick is awarded. Well, this is Ajax's third consecutive appearance in the Champions League. And you've got to imagine there are many more to come. Again, they defend comfortably. Now it's Skolton. There's Durant, Laudrup. Stepping away from Vichka. Durant keeps the run going. Well, Alberts tried to get on the end of that back pass from Veltman, who's now in possession. Ronald de Boer, challenged by Petric. Ripped away to Santos. Here's Skolton. Vichka. Kluivert. Overmars starts a run. Challenge going in from Greg Shields. Well, Rangers getting ready to make a change. Peter Van Vossen getting ready to come on. Well, Van Vossen is still very popular in Amsterdam. He'll be certainly very popular in Glasgow if he can come on and score a goal for Rangers tonight. This is Ronald de Boer. The free kick goes Rangers' way. So Rangers getting ready to make that change. Peter Van Vossen, former Ajax player, was actually out training with Ajax for a few days before the first game. You'll remember he'd been injured just before that. Here come Rangers now through Laudrup. He controls that one well. Robertson's on the far side. It's Alberts. What an opportunity. David Robertson come flying in. It broke away to Alberts. Good play by Laudrup. Robertson had made up a lot of ground. Alberts only had to pick his spot.
It's a great run. He's played into a danger area. Robertson's made a tremendous run. And you think if you want for somebody to play it with power, balls to the hammer, he's missed by quite a bit.
So Van Vossen has come on. Charlie Miller has gone off. And still Ajax by 1-0 here at Ibrox Stadium. Just coming up for the 60th minute of the match. Challenge going in there from Shields. Here's Laudrup. McInnes. And the crowd really roaring now. This is Shields. Laudrup. Again, Ajax getting plenty of players behind the ball. They're queuing up here. Challenge going in from Frank de Boer. Rangers getting a rousing cheer from the supporters. So that's an hour gone. And it's Ian Durrant. McInnes, Laudrup. The assistant referee indicates that deflected off the Rangers player. It's a throw to Ajax.
Good spell though for Rangers. Laudrup influential it again. Great turn earlier on for the cross. They will ruin that miss.
This is Vichka. Overmars. Skolton. Vichka again. Ronald de Boer. Well, Ajax knocking about almost with contempt there and almost losing possession. It's Melchiot. Babangida. Well, the two de Boers trying to combine. It's Durant who gets it away. It's laid off by McInnes. Alberts. Laudrup. Well, McInnes didn't run on there. Laudrup was expecting him to run onto that flick.
It's a worry about breaking into his space, and if it breaks down, he's got to go all the way back. And it leaves gaps, which Ajax would expose, but he's got plenty of cover there. He's well going in support. He's only one that's taking the gamble.
This is Marcio Santos. Ronald de Boer. Skolton has started a run. Babangida's there as well, running on to the pass. Kluivert comes to the near post. And he tried to develop that one in. Again, good movement off the ball by Ajax. And Skolton went a good run. He saw Babangida also start a good run, and then Kluivert peeled off to the near post to try and get in the end of it. Classic movement by the Dutch champions.
It's a difficult one for Rangers midfield. As soon as it goes wide, you just pause, you probably take the rest, and that's the opportunity where Ajax expose you. They just simply run in behind you, and suddenly you're defended. You just can't pick them up. It's a real danger to them.
Again, you can see Veltman really sticking to Laudrup there. The free kick is awarded. Well, the referee has shown remarkable patience throughout the evening, and there's a frisk from Sweden. Certainly it's been by no means a dirty or physical game, but you get a lot of referees who are a lot fussier than he's been tonight. It's McInnes who lobs it in. Gordon Petric wasn't the end of it. man who scored against Vladikavkaz in that rather dramatic evening here way back in August. It does indeed seem a long time ago, when Rangers went on to win in a terrific second half and then went out to Russia and surprised everyone, I suspect including themselves, in a quite remarkable evening. But since then it's gone terribly wrong. They lost the opening 3 games to Grasshopper in Zurich, to Auxerre here at Ibrox, then to Ajax in Amsterdam, and tonight they trail Ajax by 1-0 here at Ibrox Stadium. And this is Vichka. Here's Durant for Rangers. Alberts. Robertson starts a run. Here's Van Vossen. Good play by Van Vossen. A good challenge by Marcio Santos. And now it's Skolton. A chance on for the counter-attack as Rangers try to get back. There's Kluivert. That's McInnes. Van Vossen. Now it's Laudrup. Veltman's with him. And again, he does just enough. Well, Ian Durant is having a fine match. He wins possession again for Rangers. With Durant again. Well, they're trying to pick out David Robertson, who was well forward. This is Ronald de Boer. Well, it was a good initial challenge in there from Greg Shields to break up that situation. Meanwhile, the referee has awarded a free kick to Rangers.
Yeah, Shields has done excellent again. He suddenly Overmars looks as if he's 1-on-1 in him. He was clever enough to read the situation and break it up for Rangers.
Again, Shields is involved. This time in an attacking sense. Vichka's with him. Santos through for Skolton. Alberts is with him. Babangida. Melchiot. Skolton again. Frank de Boer trying to pick out Kluivert. Bjorklund struggling here. Babangida. Through now for Frank de Boer. He really started this move with that long ball through towards Kluivert. That's Vichka. Rangers ball. Still in play. McInnes through for Van Vossen. This is Melchiot. Skolton. Vichka. Tries to cut that one out. Now it's Kluivert. Goal kick.
Well, it's not really clicked tonight from yet. Obviously, I would think maybe just a bit rusty, not really had many games at all. You see Danny warming up. Kluivert just a little flashy. He thought something was going to happen. Certainly thinking Rangers' part this evening, it's probably been their best performance so far in the Champions League. Even though considering it's been difficult to create chances.
And here's a break on. It's Kluivert again. Robertson tries to get in there. And eventually it's Bjorklund. Corner kick. So Robertson was there, and so too was Bjorklund. Just knock it away from the Ajax striker. Well, we push Santos forward and Melchiot. There's plenty of height up there again. This is Skolton. Veltman. Again, they don't go charging back in. Just keep it calm. Babangida.
I think the most important thing for them is that they like to change the angle of the pass and get people moving, chasing the ball. As soon as they make that change of angles, then space gets created.
Well, Babangida is looking for some treatment, and Ajax are waiting to make a change. And Northern Wouter is about to come on. But you see here, as Babangida trying to get through, Robertson caught him. So the change being made now. Frank de Boer is leaving the field, and Northern Wouter, who played in the first match, comes into play. Again, 20 years of age. Made his debut a couple of years ago. He's come through the Ajax system, and he's played for Holland at under 15, 17, 18 and 21 level. So again, another off the conveyor belt. It's McInnes doing well, getting it through. Red Shields runs in support with Laudrup. Again, there are three Ajax players there. Good play by Laudrup. It's Shields. It's Durant. In comes McInnes. It's Alberts. David Robertson. Once again, it's Santos who blocked the effort. It's Babangida. It's Kluivert. Wouters away through the middle, showing great pace, but Bjorklund's there. Good defending by Joachim Bjorklund. It's Alberts. Almost running into trouble. Eventually he does. So 70 minutes gone here at Ibrox Stadium in this UEFA Champions League match. Ajax lead by a goal to nil. It came in the first half from Arnold Skolten after 39 minutes. Meanwhile, Louis van Gaal is making a few points to Danny, the man who scored 2 goals in the first game in Amsterdam. That's out of play by McInnes. So the referee has spotted the intention. Danny is about to come on. And off goes Babangida. Well, they're having a bit of trouble here with the board, getting the numbers right, but the change taking place now. So the Portuguese international player comes on. He was absolutely outstanding in midfield in that first match. Poor kick from Edwin van der Sar. This is Laudrup trying to get forward. Challenged by Veltman. Good play by Laudrup. Swings at a good cross as well. Well, that was Danny who was back defending, getting that one away.
Superb stuff again from Laudrup. He's been in tremendous form tonight. Every time he's had it, he's been prepared to take the responsibility to take people on and try and make things happen rather than hoping it's going to happen.
Northern Wouter has gone out wide right. Babangida is off, and he started a run which is matched well all the way by David Robertson. Veltman being challenged by Laudrup. Again, that draws applause from the home fans. Here's McInnes. Veltman. Vichka. Overmars. Bjorklund gets a touch. Switch of play there by McInnes to Van Vossen. Alberts goes on a run. It's Van Vossen. Right at the goalkeeper. Well, George Alberts had peeled off to the left looking for the pass, but Van Vossen decided to have a go himself. A solid challenge by Petric on Danny. This is Skolton. Leaves it now to De Boer. This is Vichka. Again, you see the adaptability with Ronald De Boer in possession here, who's dropped into the deeper role, vacated by his brother, who's been suffering from injury recently and has been substituted. But he moves out now to try and stop Alberts. Good movement by Alberts. Now it's Durant. There could be something on here for Rangers. Loudrop's there. Still it's Durant. Well, Marcio Santos is surely in trouble here. Yellow card is shown. Ian Durant is rightly furious. Well, that puts Santos out of the next match. It's his second yellow card of the tournament. And certainly it's rough justice on Ian Durant, who had gone on a marvellous run.
Yeah, I mean, he's not the last man, Santos, but he really denied Durant a case with a shot at goal. Tremendous run, and a great decoy run from Laudrup also.
Well, now, can Alberts atone for those earlier misses? This is certainly closer to goal. Certainly Rangers deserve something out of this match. Great run by Ian Durant. Certainly the referee couldn't administer anything more than a yellow card there. It seems rough justice. So Laudrup's over the ball. Alberts is there. Alberts has missed a couple already tonight. You wouldn't want to be in that wall. But again, it stands up to the task. It's Alberts again. Robertson's in there. But there's the story of the evening so far, with just over 76 minutes gone. Rangers 0, Ajax 1. Arnold Skolton, the scorer. Well, again, Louis van Gaal is out track side, unhappy about something, and the fourth official is telling him to retreat a bit. Meanwhile, it's Laudrup. Nice touch there to Greg Shields. It's Laudrup again. Rangers ball. Durant makes himself available. Here he is. Free kick just outside the area. This time it's Ronald De Boer who is the culprit. Well, Ian Durant is playing so well. He knows there aren't many nights like this left for him.
He's making sure he thoroughly enjoys this, Jerry.
But he's always been an outstanding performer on this kind of stage. He takes the free kick, swings it away to the far side. And Ajax will make another change once the dust settles. And it's Roddy Turpijn who's waiting to come on. But Durant swinging it away to the far side. So Roddy Turpijn, who played in the opening match in Auxerre, which Ajax won, is waiting to come on. Well, the referee has spotted the intention. He will allow this to take place now. So Overmars is the man who will leave the field. Well, certainly Rangers managed to pin down Overmars and Barangida tonight. Far better than they did in the first game. So Roddy Turpijn, who's a forward player, comes on. This is Wilson. Laudrup. Tries to stab it through in the direction of David Robertson. In comes McInnes. It's given away to Van Vossen, but too many Ajax players around him. This is Wouter. Kluivert. Bjorklund's with him. Still it's Kluivert, showing good pace here. Bjorklund slides in. The flag has gone up on the far side as Danny threatened. The referee allows play to go on. The assistant referee is still flagging. In fact, both assistants waving flags in the air to try and attract the referee's attention. Still he hasn't spotted him. Well, he has now. So he halts the play. And the ball, in fact, had gone out of play as Kluivert moved forward just a moment or so ago. Had just gone behind. Should have been a goal kick. That's why play was recalled. So there are 10 minutes left here at Ibrox Stadium. Rangers 0, Ajax 1. That ball's out of play. Throw in to Ajax, and Ellie McCoist now is just getting ready to come on. Man who is still to score in the Champions League. And I know he doesn't like me to remind him of that, but perhaps tonight's the night for him. But at the moment it's Ajax coming forward. It's Kluivert. Oh, decent effort by him. Certainly plenty of power in it. But you get the impression this fella has a bit to go yet in terms of his match fitness. Meanwhile, the roar going up is for Ali McCoist, who will replace Derek McInnes, who's worked hard for Rangers this evening, put himself about in the middle of the park with Charlie Miller in the earlier stages. So the great Ibrox goal scorer and favourite comes into the fray. He's got 9 minutes to get something back for Rangers here.
And I think they're obviously going for it now. I think they'll throw Van Vossen through the middle with McCoist and let Laudrup try and go on the ball.
Of course, the sucker punch will always be on. Here's Skolton. Now it's Danny. Vichka. Good running by Danny. And Bjorklund read the situation well. That's hit straight to Vichka. Get another chance at it here. Taken by Snelders. This is McCoist challenging. In comes Laudrup. Good turn by him, good close control. McCoist again, now it's Alberts. Van Vossen. Goal kick. Well, again, the Copeland Road stand erupts. Walter Smith looks on. But again, firm refereeing. And you tend to notice that about the continental referees. They take a much firmer stand. They will not be intimidated by big noisy crowds.
Defender from credit to him, never really forced a lunge or anything like that. He just used his body strength to try and force Van Vossen to go wider than he wanted to. The referee's been, every occasion that something's been called upon, he's been right in the spot to call it.
Here's Van Vossen. Durant. Trying to find Laudrup. Now it's Vichka. Turpin has started a run on the left-hand side. It's through the middle now for Kluivert. Again, Bjorklund's there. A frustrating night for Kluivert so far. That's Van Vossen. It's given away to Skolton. This is Ronald de Boer. Vichka. Turpin starts a run. Here's Kluivert. Vichka. Ronald de Boer. Skolton. De Boer again. Danny. Challenged by Petric. There's the goal scorer who knocked the ball all the way back. And Ajax retain possession. Not any longer up. This is Van Vossen. Petric. A touch on by McCoy, so he's got the free kick. There was a nudge on the Rangers striker. You can see he's in a hurry to get on with things. So Rangers now sending on Erik Bo Anderson. Again, there's a bit of confusion down there. So they're taking off Scott Wilson, who gets huge applause after a fine performance on his debut.
Right, had an excellent match, full credit to him.
Durant plays it short. Now it's Kluivert. To a Pine. Nice ball in behind Bjorklund for Danny. Again, there's very good movement off the ball here by Ajax. It's Wouter. Now there's sight as Bjorklund crosses the halfway line. Here's McCoy. Van Vossen. Swinging it away to the far side. Bo Anderson goes down. Again, the referee isn't interested. Still play goes on. This good turn by Laudrup. Down he goes. And Laudrup is going to be booked here for diving. Laudrup has shown the yellow card. Well, it was a nice turn by him initially. But down he went in a heap inside the box. And the referee had no hesitation. The yellow card came out and was shown to the Danish international player. Earlier, Bo Anderson had also taken a topple. And here's Laudrup. And certainly the referee got it absolutely right. Well, Durant caught there, and this will be a booking for Turpine. Well, the referee had shown a lot of patience earlier in the game, and the yellow card is shown. Catching Durant there. So there are 3 minutes left here at Ibrox Stadium. Rangers 0, Ajax 1. Confirmation of the yellow card there to Turpine. Dean Durant is back on his feet and takes the free kick. This is Danny. Aimed at Bo Anderson, away by Skolton, the goal scorer. Handball against Durant. So Rangers have still to face Grasshopper of Zurich here in a couple of weeks' time. And then the final match is against Auxerre in France. So just a couple of minutes left. And again, Ajax have come and done a highly professional job.
They have, without really any fluency to their game at all tonight. In fact, the second half has been disappointing for Ajax. They really haven't got going at all.
This is Skolton. Durant. Laudrup for Rangers. Again, he's a lot to do here. Kluivert. Wouter. Danny. He's got Turp in there if he needs them, but again, Greg Shields does enough. Rangers now firing the ball forward in the hope of salvaging something out of this. McCoy sends in a high upward ball. The goalkeeper's missed it completely. Again, it's Veltman there. Laudrup does ever so well. But Marcio Santos keeps a cool head. And that's Vichka. We're inside the final minute of the match. It's Turpine. Bauta. Ian Durant deep in his own half. Again, he does well. Forward for Alberts. Challenged by Vichka. It's Bjorklund. Laudrup. Van Vossen as we move into stoppage time. Still it's Van Vossen. Corner kick to Rangers.
Well, he's certainly injecting some pace into the strike force tonight. He looks very sharp considering he's been out for a while.
Laudrup swings it in. Again, Ajax deal with it comfortably. Again, the high wing is in, looking for Petric. This is Kluivert. And the offside flag had gone up. We've now played a minute of stoppage time. Still Rangers look for some consolation. Melchiot gets the touch. It's Ronald de Boer who digs in well. Well, the crowd have certainly stayed in big numbers and they've stayed behind the team. We'll throw in two Rangers. A long one, no doubt, from David Robertson. It's fired into the penalty area. It's Skolton who's there. It's Van Vossen. And right to the last. Rangers give tremendous effort. Peter Van Vossen. The ball broke to him. First time effort right across the face of goal.
It's a superb effort. It just breaks from him. He takes the gamble, can break there. He's got great power in it. He's just inches wide. Tremendous effort. I think he's been ever so keen to get something tonight.
Now played 2 minutes, over 2 minutes of stoppage time. And the offside flag goes up on the far side. Snelders launches it forward. The whistle sounds. Rangers go out of the UEFA Champions League. There's the man who scored the all-important goal, Arnold Skolton, after 39 minutes. Charlie.
Yeah, well, it was a very spirited second half performance from Rangers. I thought they've got a better team in the second half. Laudrup in particular, inspirational, enjoying the captaincy. Ajax, must be said, a bit disappointing in their passing ability second half. But there you go, it's another defeat for Rangers. But they can walk away from this one with at least a bit of pride.
So the Ajax players go to salute their small band of supporters. Rangers have another couple of games to play. Perhaps they can start looking towards next season. The final score here at Ibrox Stadium, Rangers 0, Ajax 1.